Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. How about you, ma'am?
I'm very well, good, thank you. So today we meet again in our learning. I hope today all of you and also your family in good health and good condition, so you can join our learning today. Before we continue to our subject today, I want to ask you first. Do you still remember our subject last week?
Analytical exposition, ma'am.
Masih tentang analytical exposition ya. But before we come to our subject, I would like to present you all. Jadi Putri,
Present, ma'am.
Riyama,
Present, ma'am.
Dirawati,
Present, ma'am.
semuanya hadir lengkap hari ini. I hope our lesson next meeting will be like this also. Before we come to our subject, I want to give you a video. So look at this video carefully. Now I want to ask you, to Sugira, what do you think about it? Kemarin kecewa video itu bercerita tentang seseorang pecandu narkoba, ya, pecandu narkoba yang akhirnya insaf. Pelajaran yang bisa kita ambil dari video tersebut adalah jangan salah dalam memilih pergaulan, jangan mudah terpengaruh dengan orang lain kalau memang menurut kalian itu jelek. Now we move to our subject. Our subject today is still about analytical exposition. So I want to give you a video again. So look at the video carefully.
My name is Emery. Today, I will give a speech about motorbikes should be banned in housing area. Motorbikes are considered as a convenient form of transportation. I think motorbikes should be banned in housing area due to the following reasons. First of all, I would like to point out that motorbikes are a major contributor to the pollution in the world. Research has shown that motorbikes emit deadly gas that is dangerous for the environment. Consequently, long-term emission of gas from motorbikes is a major contributor of global warming. Furthermore, according to a report from BBC News Channel, motorbikes are also responsible for causing diseases such as cancer, bronchitis, and high blood pressure. Therefore, for long term, the gas from motorbikes is very dangerous. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I strongly believe that motorbikes should be banned from housing area. Thank you. I will give a speech about motorbikes should be banned in
I want to ask you about the video. First question: what is the purpose of the video? You can answer. Riyama, can you answer?
Saya, ma'am. Ya, kalau tidak
Ya,
saya
Riyama.
saya jawab ya, ma'am.
Ya, silakan.
Motorbike should be banned in housing area.
Okay, very good. Ada yang lain? Atau sama dengan Riyama?
Sama, ma'am.
Second question. Pertanyaan kedua. Who read the speech in the video?
Saya Emery.
Emery, ya. Emery delivered the speech, ya. Third question. If you hear from the video, why motorbike should be banned from a housing area? Sugira. Ya, Sugira.
Two reason, ma'am.
Thank you, Sugira. Next question. What is the conclusion
He strongly agree that motorbikes should be banned from housing area.
Thank you, Nurul. Very good answer.
Yes, ma'am.
According to you, what tense is mostly used in the speech? Yeah.
Yes, using present tense, ya, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So all of your answer has correct. Why I give you the text, why I give you the video, because today we are going to learn about analytical exposition. So in the video, Emery has explained about his thesis, his argument, and also his conclusion about why that motor bike should be banned in housing area. Wait a moment please. Sudah kelihatan slide saya?
Sudah, ma'am.
Ah,
For learning goals today, tujuan pembelajaran kita hari ini yang pertama, after following the learning process, students are able to identify the text structure and language feature of analytical exposition incorrectly. Yang kedua, identify the social function of an analytical exposition text correctly. Then the third, yang ketiga, create an analytical exposition text. Then the last, presentate an analytical exposition text. We start from the first, the definition of analytical exposition. Obi, can you help me, Obi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please read the definition of analytical exposition.
Analytical exposition is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding.
Okay, very good, Tobi. Jadi dalam analytical exposition itu si penulis mencoba untuk meyakinkan pembaca tentang sebuah gagasan yang disampaikan olehnya terkait dengan sesuatu hal. Now we move to the second term, social function of analytical exposition atau fungsi sosial dari analytical exposition. Apa sih fungsi sosialnya ketika kita mempelajari analytical exposition? So the social function of analytical exposition is to convince audience about writer's idea is important. After social function, we move to the next term, generic structure of analytical exposition. So what is generic structure of analytical exposition? First, Nurul, silahkan dibaca bagian pertama, Nurul.
Bagian pertama dari generic structure adalah tesis.
What is
Tesis
it?
is indicating the writer's point of view.
The first generic structure of analytical exposition is thesis. Dalam tesis, contain of indicating the writer's point of view. Ya, jadi memuat tentang pendapat dari si penulis tersebut. Argument, explaining the argument to support the writer position. The third is about reiteration. Reiteration contain of restating the writer's point of view to strengthen the thesis. Now we move to the next language feature. Silakan dibaca.
Language feature. Number 1, use simple present tense such as I eat, lion live.
Ya, very good. Jadi ciri kebahasaan yang pertama dari analytical exposition yaitu menggunakan simple present tense. Sudah tahu ya? Sudah pernah saya jelaskan apa itu simple present tense?
Sudah, ma'am.
Sudah ya?
ma'am.
Sudah,
Okay,
ma'am.
very good. Obi, apa? Obi yang kedua? Obi?
Use mental verb.
Ya, use mental verb. Seperti apa, Obi? Contohnya?
I prefer, I believe, I agree, and etc.
Ya, contohnya seperti I prefer, I believe, I agree, and etc. Itu ciri kebahasaan yang kedua. Yang ketiga itu use saying verbs to support the argument that people said, it is said, research, indicate, and etc. Use connecting words to link the argument so that the flow of the argument is logical and flow. So the fifth, use causal conjunction atau menggunakan kata penghubung ya. Yang terakhir, the last Sugira,
Ma'am. Number 6. Use words that express the author's attitude to quality, to confirm such as will, may, must.
jadi itu adalah ciri kebahasan dari analytical exposition. Any question? Ya, nanti di Japri saja. Kalau ada yang belum dimengerti, silahkan silahkan chat saya ya, atau kita boleh diskusikan nanti di WA group lagi ya. An example of analytical exposition text. Jadi ini ada sebuah contoh analytical exposition. Silahkan dibaca 5 menit. I give you time 5 minutes. 5 minutes to read about the text. Some questions to you about the text. Ya, based on the text above, answer the following questions. Ya, jadi pertanyaan ini kalian kerjakan secara individual ya, secara perorangan. Tadi saya sudah jelaskan apa saja generic structure-nya, terus social function-nya, lalu ada language feature saya sudah jelaskan sebelumnya. So the question is about the text. The title of the text is about formalin. Sorry, saya lupa memberikan judul dari teks itu. Jadi teksnya itu berjudul formalin. Ya, I give you 5 minutes to do this assignment.
Sudah, Ma'am, sudah.
Sudah?
Sudah, Ma'am.
Sudah, Ma'am. Sudah, Ma'am.
Ya, we start from first question. What is the generic structure of the text? Go ahead.
Structure-nya thesis, argument, and reiteration.
Yang kedua, second question. Second question, why is formalin dangerous for human body?
Saya, Ma'am, saya.
Siapa?
Nurul, Ma'am.
Ya, Nurul.
Because formalin is not used for food preservatives, ma'am.
Thank you, very good, Nurul.
Okay,
The
ma'am.
third question, the main idea of paragraph 2 is
The main idea of paragraph 2 is the government has not control the use of formalin.
yeah, very good. So we move to next question. Number 4. Based on the text above, the writer suggests that siapa yang bisa jawab pertanyaan nomor 4?
Okay, ma'am. Number 4.
Ya.
Based on the text above, the writer suggests that people have to avoid consuming formalin in their food.
Oke, very good. Jadi semua sebentar jawabannya silahkan dikirim ke WA group. That's very good of you.
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
question?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We move to the next. Yaitu ini dikerjakan secara kelompok. I have divided you into 3 groups. Jadi create analytical exposition based on the topic given to you. Any questions about the assignment?
Kumpulin lah WA aja ya,
Ya,
ma'am.
setelah dikumpulkan, hari ini saya akan membuat kesimpulan. Kita pelajari about analytical exposition. Tadi sudah kita lihat apa pengertiannya, definisi dari analytical exposition. Lalu ada social function. Social function itu to convince the audience about the phenomenon surrounding. Lalu ada di situ lagi tentang generic structure. Jadi generic structure dari analytical exposition itu ada yang pertama tesis, lalu ada argument, dan ada reiteration. Dan yang terakhir itu ada language feature ya. Language feature di situ ada menggunakan simple present tense, lalu ada menggunakan conjunction, lalu ada menggunakan mental verbs, dan sebagainya. Untuk pertemuan minggu depan, we still discuss about analytical exposition. So I think that's enough our lesson today. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning.
Waalaikumsalam.